Kin gathered close by the hearth's low flame. What stirs in the young hearts when the steady hands that till the soil are turned to shadows in their eyes?
See there, the fire spits faint sparks as the hearth-keeper whispers to her daughters, "Watch how the field tender lifts you too roughly in play. Does that not bend the sapling before its time?" The girls, bright-eyed with 8 and 5 winters behind them, nod by the warm stones, their small hands clutching wool yet unspun, while the flame gutters, as if sensing the first chill wind through the thatch.
Out to the sun-warmed pasture now, where the field tender calls the young ones to chase lambs and learn the fence-bending twist.
But the elder girl pauses, her voice sharp as a new blade. "Father, your strength presses too hard. Step back, lest you overshadow our steps." The younger echoes, tugging her skirt from his gentle hoist, "I choose not this lift today." The man straightens, his calloused palms empty, the fence half-woven, lambs scattering unattended.
Who binds the woven hurdles if the young watch hands instead of holding tools?
The wind carries their words back to the hearth, unresolved, like a half-tied knot in the evening rope.
By the river bank at dusk, water gurgling over smooth stones, the hearth-keeper kneels with her girls, dipping reeds for baskets. See how he praised your faces like ripe fruit, not the clever weave of your fingers?
Mark that path, kin, for it leads the young astray from true labor. The 8-winter one frowns, her reed bending crooked in unpracticed grip, while the 5-winter whispers of dreams where the river runs dry if she forgets to watch.
The field tender approaches with fish from his line, but they stiffen, eyes darting like startled deer.
Does the basket hold water if trust leaks from its weave?
The current pulls reeds downstream, half-gathered as shadows lengthen unanswered.
Seasons turn, green shoots to golden sheaves, and in the workshop's dim soot-light, tools gleam on walls of rough-hewn oak.
The girls trail the field tender now, not to grip hammer or adze, but to note his stride too bold across the threshold. That step claims too much space, the elder declares, her sibling nodding, their own feet hesitant on the packed earth.
He sets down the whetstone, blade dulling untouched, and steps aside, his shadow shrinking against the timber. Labor slows the plowshare gathers dust, furrows half-turned.
What sharpens the tools if young eyes blunt the hands that swing them?
A single adze lies idle in the corner, its edge catching faint light, purpose hanging like mist.
Through harvest moons, kin circle the storehouse under star-pricked sky, grain sacks heavy in calloused arms.
But whispers spread. The girls report to their mother each dusk. He spoke of a slow cart on the path. Does that not scorn the wheel's turn? The hearth grows quiet, fire-fed with sparse twigs, as the field tender speaks less, his voice a low rumble, swallowed by wind.
Animals stray from pastures, fences sagging, elders at the boundary stones murmur of thinned yields.
The young ones pace the threshold, anxious shadows, checking each glance before a laugh escapes.
Who guards the flock if the watchers forget the herd?
Winters pile like drifted snow on the burial grounds, frost etching old markers where ancestors sleep under mossy earth.
The elder girl, now budding tall, asks by the cold hearth, "May I chase with him still, or does joy hide a heavier step?" Her mother nods slow. "Feel the balance, child." But nightmares wake the younger in the night, small cries of, "Have I tended right?" echoing off stone walls.
The field tender withdraws to distant woodlots, axe strokes solitary, timber stacked but unshared.
Household labor, frays wool unpicked, pots unscrubbed, paths to kin settlements overgrown with briar.
Does the lineage stand if the circle breaks at its heart?
Springs bloom and fade, 5 full turns of leaf and frost, the girls grown to youth with steady gazes yet wary steps.
In council by the great oak, distant kin note the thinned voices from that hearth. No laughter carries on the breeze, no shared song at full moon.
The field tender seeks a new stead, his hand steady on fresh fence, while the young ones visit, rigid at first, tools awkward in their grasp.
They mend slowly but glance back to the old path, overgrown now, briars clutching at hems.
The hearthkeeper tends alone, fire flickering low, her daughters choosing the steadier flame more oft.
What transmits the old skills if doubt dulls the teaching hands?
10 cycles of seed and sickle pass. The elder youth returned from river crossing, learning's her words measured as river stones.
By the workshop once more she grips the adze long idle, its edge now keen from patient strokes. That early watch taught me to weigh every lift, she tells gathered kin. But the fields suffered while I learned. The young bear strong in weave adds soft. I dreamed of dry rivers till the new hearth let play flow free. Tools ring again in balanced rhythm, yet the old paths remain faint trails, land half remembering hands that once turned it full.
Here now, kin by this enduring flame, the truth woven through every unanswered whisper, every idle blade, every shadowed step when young saplings are bent to watch the roots that feed them, the household splinters like frost-cracked timber.
Elders sit with tales untold, children inherit baskets that leak trust, tools fall silent in dust-choked corners, fields forget the feet that danced their furrows, and the lineage fades like smoke on untended wind.
Tend the circle unbroken, or watch your own hearth grow cold forever.
Gather close the fire holds only for those who share its warmth true.
Kin by the enduring glow where stories weave like river reeds. If the ancient murmurs quicken a hidden spring within your spirit, bear that awakening into the open fields and twilight councils. Let it shape your tongue for the wanderers and the steadfast. Let your strides carry it to distant thresholds where hands clasp in shared labor.
Every breath you lend mends the frayed chords of memory, nourishing the deep roots that bind season to season across the turning years.
Blend your cadence into the circle's hum, probing not just the heart's quiet chambers, but the woven fates of earth and kin we claim as our own.
Etch your signs on doorposts and boundary markers, in threads drawn by firelight or lines carved in the loam, and tread the faded tracks back to the wells of wisdom.
Hold firm in this tending, and the forebear's light endures, streaming clear through the hands that cradle it whole.